all the time, are dancing in relationship to each other. In the circle, we've also committed to weaving the many strands of a variety of sacred wisdom traditions, the Christian and the Buddhist and the pagan, the Jewish, and that which is what I would call none of the above, which is grounded in simple beingness that honors that there is a sacred without wanting or needing or being able to name it, and simply calls us into the experience of what I would call the mystical endeavor, just being present with all that is and is wanting to unfold us. And the way we do that is by weaving a ritual each time we gather. We invoke a 7-stage ritual of opening into the moment, of welcoming the sacred, of setting the stage, of joining in communion, joining in a time of transformation, opening our souls into the mystery together, a time of offering, of giving back energy, whether that's by singing out loud or by holding hands or breaking bread together, and then closing consciously. That in the space of the sacred ritual container, we turn and acknowledge that we're all dancing with our monsters. And we're all brand new babies being born. And we're all deeply wise and knowing. And we're all scared and confused sometimes. And that Christianity and Buddhism and paganism and Taoism have for centuries been calling forth that which is emergent in all of us. But what's new in our time and what the circle is about is a new story of including all of it and saying it all has value and it's all here to inform us. And sometimes we forget, which is why we gather to remember. It's why we gather to sing songs and hear the drum beat and move. It's why we gather to share communion. So in the many years that the circle has been in different locations and experiment with different formats and different parts of the ritual changing from time to time, two of the constants have been Zet and I. I started from this place of wanting to serve spirit, from wanting to sing and speak my truth, and Zet coming from a place of her complementary skills. And for years, people have wondered about a succession plan. Who's going to succeed in Rudi and Zet when they retire, and how's that going to work? And I've always said, it'll emerge organically. Who knows? It'll be like the rest of the circle. We'll make it up as we go. So that's how it's been since day one. We weren't about rules, we weren't about hierarchy, we weren't about figuring out what we believed and how we believed, but that we believed, and sharing our belief together and supporting each other in the walk of faith. And so as COVID happened, and after my resignation as spiritual director, an interesting thing that happened in the circle, we found ways to meet in small circles. We found ways to meet online increasingly because life moved online for a year and a half there and still is. Hi folks out there on Facebook Live. But the purpose remains the same. Whether we meet in small circles or big circles, whether we meet every Sunday or just once a month, whether we meet in the Biblio circle or in the writer's circle or in meditation circle, these small circles are strengthening and deepening lives of their own and evolving in shared leadership. Each circle is coming up under the aegis of the person who has energy for it. And there's a brand new circle, well not a brand new, a new iteration in our sharing circle as a congregation, as a community. The council has voted to adopt an Afghan immigrant family, and we'll be helping them assimilate to life in America by helping them shop and go to the doctor and give advice and take them around to errands. And, it's very exciting to me as an immigrant myself, having been naturalized as a citizen, and our family having been helped by a church when we moved to America, not knowing any English and having very little money. It's very exciting to think. I look forward to being part of a sharing circle. I've got big juice around that. And as we move toward this time of increasingly focus on small circles, as the story continues to evolve and our purpose continues to deepen, it is built on the assumption that there will continue to be individuals who are invested in their own entelechy, in their own evolvement into who they are becoming, in their own passion for sharing what they love to share, whether it's books or supporting Afghan refugees or meditation. Perhaps a gardening circle will emerge, who knows? We're moving away from the emphasis on just where we meet on Sunday morning and how many people will be there, and into finding ways to empower the smaller circles to dig deeper and open wider and have more intimate communication with each other under a shared leadership model. And what does that mean? Oh, we're making it up as we go. You're going to help determine that. Each of us in this room, and those of you who are tuning in online, God willing, and those of you who are making music, each of us get to decide how we want to feed our inner growth and share it in the world without having to worry about it being programmed or part of something that needs to be planned out far in advance. That's an integral part of what the circle is, and it's built on the assumption that the individuals involved who are attracted are continue to be attracted by the awareness that they're connected to something bigger than just themselves, that they're connected to a community, connected to spirit, a higher power of your understanding, whatever that understanding is. An understanding that we are born in blessing, not as a curse. We're not born to sweat and suffer, but we are born as blessing in the world to emerge and evolve and constantly expand, because that's the very nature of co-creative spirituality that we have nurtured here in the circle for 30 years. The awareness that life is constantly expanding and changing, and we're invited to expand and change with it. Whether it's a joyful change or dancing with the shadow change, the changes are going to come. Can we dance, face them together with hearts open, knowing that this too is gift. Each one of the four directions is a gift. Each challenge, each change is an opportunity to unfold into the fullness of our entelechy. Knowing we are blessed, knowing we are growing, knowing we are grounded in love. Because finally, love is the only power. And we get to make that choice. The great author Nora Ephron, a 20th century playwright, poet, author, novelist, screenwriter, very successful, was once asked about why she was a writer. And she said, well, the thing is, if I slip on a banana peel and fall, it hurts, and I feel like I'm a victim. And everybody around me either want to come home help me because I'm a victim, or laugh at me because I'm a fool. I slipped on a banana. But if I tell the story of slipping on a banana peel, I can make myself anything. I can make myself a hero. I can make myself a clown. When I tell my story, I get to choose what role I play. And so here in the Celebration Circle, we're here to foster the awareness that we're not victims of a culture of separation and domination and material progress. And no, we get to tell a story we want, and the story we want to tell is a story of new life, new promise, new sustainability, and new connection to traditions, old and brand new. I would wrap it up in another poem by our good friend Tom the World Poet, existential joy. Forget the endless war insanities, the usurpation of spirit by religious fundraising industries, the destruction of all sentient species. Forget all that and look again at your positive possibilities. Feel love for all that is alive and kind, responsive and responding to the flux of possibilities inherent, like the seed becoming a tree, like the cocoon changing into the winged one. Intrinsically, we can swing upon the fulcrum focus of each sacred moment, so that energies are heightened and we proceed in trust and truth into the new. I'll repeat that one, it's so rich. Intrinsically, we can swing upon the fulcrum focus of every sacred moment, so that energies are heightened as we proceed in trust and truth into the new. No denial of the odds stacked like bodies on battlefields, but affirming our own choice to move towards what we love, alive and living, sentient and choosing, leaving what is obsolete to contemplate their own meditative hollowness. We have this choice. We choose it. Joy is the juice within us. Squeeze gently so the sap will rise. Joy is the juice within us. That's our entelechy. Squeeze gently so the sap will rise. That's my story, and 30 years later, I'm still sticking to it.
So just with eyes open or eyes closed, feel yourself here, taking a few deep breaths. Slow down as you experience the free flow of life flowing through you as the spirit of love. In the heart of your heart, you know exactly how to experience this fullness of the spirit of love, which is calling to you right now, just as it has been for every moment of your life. Won't you hear it with your ears, with your heart, with every cell and fiber of your being? With eyes closed or eyes wide open, with a clear and vibrant energy, or with a tired, run-down mind, it does not matter what you've been feeling. What matters is your willingness now, your openness now to experience this deep, abiding love which surrounds and fills you right now. Won't you open yourself to this moment, to this experience, this awareness of love right here? And if for whatever reason you find yourself unable to feel love or anything else uplifting at this moment, let go of any need to judge or to fix that. Simply stay focused on your breath, on your body, sitting here right now. whatever level you are able to reach in this moment, just get in touch with your willingness to experience, feel love here and now. There is great, great power in your willingness to be present now. And as you feel into your body, as you use your divine imagination, take a moment to scan your body from head to toe. Become aware of your scalp, your skin, your arms, legs. And yet feel too that you are so much more than just your body. That you truly are a divine being at one with the infinite one. That you too are infinitely large. And breathe now, slowly and calmly. And take your time. Love, love, love is infinite. Love is limitless. Love is timeless. Breathe into your heart and notice that you're breathing more than just this beating heart, that you're breathing into your emotional, your spiritual, your energetic self. You are breathing into the heart of your heart. Breathing in love, feeling the magnificence of who you truly are. As you expand with each breath, take in more and more of the love that surrounds you, and there's nothing you need to do to earn this, to make it happen, to create this healing flow of love. Simply your willingness to participate in this miraculous flow that is moving in and through every cell and fiber of your being. Your willingness allows this. And if you find your mind drifting off to old memories, fantasies, hopes, challenges, don't resist, just simply notice. Simply stay present to your willingness to accept and participate in this ceaseless, miraculous flow of love. Feel the love flowing freely through your whole being, washing, caressing, healing those parts of yourself which may feel incomplete or painful. Let go of the judgment. Any part of this process, simply make yourself available to this healing power of love. from this place of deep peace and power, won't you accept and embrace fully this love as being your love, your power, your peace. This is a divine gift from your higher self, one that is yours to fully receive and share freely, to send out into the world, allowing it to be magnified and multiplied by your willingness to be an instrument of the Spirit of love, of the Holy One, the Holy Wonder. So won't you do so now? Allow your love to fill not just this room, but outside these walls, under these floors, above this ceiling, to let your love flow out into our world. And feeling our oneness with ourselves, each other, and all love and power and peace and possibilities. We ask that all beings may be blessed by our willingness to do this, and that all beings may feel loved and blessed as we are. And so it is.